With Royal Shakespeare, Harchibald is coming there strongly with the gold sleeves. English Dreamer stepped at it, he jumps it well, but Royal Shakespeare is a big challenge, and so too is Harchibald, who moves like a good one. They've got two more to jump in the Potemps fighting fifth. English Dreamer right on the stand side, what a good jump, a reach there by Royal Shakespeare on the far side. Harchibald, it looks how far for Harchibald, but English Dreamer's a tough customer, and he's with the advantage as they come to the final flight. English Dreamer and Harchibald, who jumps it the better and goes incredibly well. A Grade 1 race, and Harchibald, just an inch of rain is all that's required, and Harchibald pulls readily clear and comes home to win this impressively. Harchibald the winner, English Dreamer is second, Royal Shakespeare third, Into Sky Falcon is fourth, clear of the French Furs, and then Perouse, and then Rigmarole.
Basel into second place. Harchibald now goes third. Two speed horses on Into Sky Falcon's heels now as they make the very long run to the final flight. Back in fourth is Penzance, and then Royal Shakespeare. Harchibald coming there, swinging on the near side. Basel between horses. Into Sky Falcon. Harchibald gets blocked off. He has to switch as they run towards the last. Into Sky Falcon now tightens up Basel under the stands rail. Harchibald still there on the bridle at the last. Into Sky Falcon, Harchibald, he surely will pick him up. Harchibald, Carberry now nudges away, and Harchibald stamps his class, and he comes up the hill to win the Beulah Hurdle. Harchibald, a couple of legs to Into Sky Falcon, Basel third, then Penzance, followed by Royal Shakespeare, Far Bleu, and finally Sporazine. Final flight, Hardy Eustace rises just ahead, but Harchibald is cruising up on the bridle. Brave Inca is wider out, then a Accordion Etoile up the hill, three in a line here. Archibald hasn't been asked a question yet, in the centre, under a nice cool Carberry. Hardy Eustace still galloping, Hardy Eustace pulling it out from Archibald. Hardy Eustace defends his title from Archibald. Running towards the final turn in an intriguing Stan James Christmas hurdle. Only one horse in the picture, Rooster Booster, going towards the right-hand turn that'll bring him home. It may seem a long straight. The crowd are cheering him on. Arcalis has gone second. Archibald into third now. Paul Carberry, he looks to have plenty of horse under him, but he must be praying that Rooster Booster will stop up this straight. Two flights to go. Jump. Arcalis now being driven by Barry Kerrity. About 3 furlongs to cover. And can the old boy Rooster Booster keep galloping here? If the crowd have anything to do with it, he will. They'll carry him home, but they're beginning to close. Archibald now sent into pursuit down towards the second last. Rooster Booster comes in, another good jump. That'll stand him in good stead. Archibald is definitely closing though. It's down to about 10 or 12 lengths, and the Roosters beginning to tread water between the last two flights. Archibald is eating into his lead. Here's the last. One more good jump would be very useful. Oh, great jump by the old boy, but Archibald still closes. A furlong to go. Rooster Booster is flat out. He's flagging under pressure. Here comes Archibald on the far side, and Archibald will get there, and Archibald is going to nab him, and up to the line, and Archibald wins the Christmas hurdle. Rooster Booster beaten about 2.5 lengths. What a bold bid. Third Perouse, then Arcalis and Impec, followed back by Castle Shane, who never made the running, and finally Blue Canyon. Well, what a fascinating race to watch. And it'll be debated, the riding tactics will be debated again. Rooster Booster was so far clear. Did he go too quick? Archibald was in front where it mattered.
Get ahead of the crowd. The Friday Club, brought to you by Tote Plus.
That champion hurdle, that he jumped the second last too well. He felt if he hadn't jumped the second last as well, and then the gap opened. If the gap hadn't opened, if he hadn't jumped the second last as well, he would have sat around the corner, and if he hadn't, and he'd have been able to come at them. Look, what happened, happened. As I say, do I think it'd have done any different? He said he wouldn't, and he went to Punchestown where he said in his book that there was the only row we ever had. I'm not sure it's the only row we ever had, but I remember, saying to him, look, I said, take it up and, have a go, and he did go on, and Colm's horse came back and beat him in Punchestown, and he was really annoyed with me coming back in. He says, never tell me what to do again. A few more explanatives as well with that, but Anyway, he got beat, but he was still probably my favourite horse. And you know, everyone thought he was very fast. He wasn't really that fast, but he jumped so well.
Yeah.
He was never wrong at a hurdle, and your man had so much belief in him. Like, he could stand 3 lengths away from hurdle. There's a photograph from jumping the last in the Christmas hurdle in Kempton against Rooster Booster, and he must be 25 feet away from the hurdle.
Yeah.
He was
30 lengths behind him turning that day.
Yeah.
20 lengths anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.